should be live. And that's how easy it is. What up, y'all? How's it going? Today, we got a fun stream for you. We got a bunch of new bulk. Like, a bunch. Oh my god, I meant to cut my fingernails. No one judged my fingernails. They were way too long right now. We got a bunch of new bulk. And we got a lot to go through. I'm excited to show you guys everything we got. I don't know if we'll be able to show everything we got. We got so much. I'm trying to think. Let's think of how much we picked up. We picked up, like, God, probably like 30,000 bulk cards, if I had to guess. Maybe 25,000. About 13,000 from somebody of commons and uncommons, and like 5,000 reverse hollows. Maybe not 5,000. Was it 5,000? Yeah, it might have been. No, it was 3,600. So that's 16,000. Then we bought about 5,000 from somebody and about another 4,000. So that's, yeah, 25,000 cards. That's crazy. Locked it and greased up. Hell yeah, CC. What up, GL? How's it going, y'all? How's everybody doing tonight? It is a chill Friday evening. I've got nothing to do, so might as well stream what I'm doing. Because we all know we stay just as productive when we're streaming as if we're not. If you guys hadn't heard, TCG Automate, use code Phantom at checkout, just released his newest AI update, and it's significantly better from the testing I've done. So we'll be doing some testing on that a little later as well, which I'm really excited about. We'll just kind of be going through it all. Right now, we're just going to be sorting through bulk. Right now, we're going to go through this box, and we're going to pull out any 151 cards, because they're worth a little bit more, and go from there. I wanted to show you guys this. These I already pulled out from bulk. They are EV. I'm trying to do this without without getting a bunch of glare. Can you guys... This is difficult. This camera angle is different than I'm not used to. So this is an EV Pokemon Day 2025 card. These are like $4, and I got these out of bulk. So that's already a huge win. That's $8. I paid 8 cents for them. So that's pretty cool. Excited you've been able to find lots. I keep trying to bring myself to pull the trigger, but picking up stuff from Facebook is such a pain. It is, Jake. But honestly, if you just stick to it, you'll find some good stuff there. There are good people on there. There are some good deals to be had. It was crazy because I got like nothing for a whole week, and then literally I bought 3 massive bulk lots in 2 days. So it went from like dry as a desert to now I'm overflowing with bulk within no time. To the point where one of my viewers was talking about wanting to send me stuff, and I think I might have to actually say no, just at least for this week until I can start to get through some of this bulk and start to list some of this. Still learning what I actually consider bulk. Why is some EX cards considered bulk, and why would they be in there? So, CC, when you go to buy bulk from Pokemon, you want to do it by rarity. And so, here, I'll show you on TCG Bulk King's website. And some people just don't need EXs, and people aren't going to pay, like if anything's under a couple dollars, most people aren't going to pay 70% for your bulk. So, if you go to TCG Bulk King's, he has a buy list tool, and on this buy list tool, it shows you what you can buy stuff for and what other people are buying stuff for. So I buy commons and uncommons for $10 per 1,000. I buy rares for 4 cents. I buy reverse hollows for 4 cents. I buy hollow rares for 4 cents. Reverse hollow rares, it's the same price. Reverse rare and reverse common uncommon. I don't buy energies. Bulk Vs are 35 cents. VMAXs are 50 cents. This is my price. Illustration rares, I'm paying 75 cents for. Bulk V stars, I pay 50 cents for. EXs, I buy 35 cents. So the reason why these are bulk is because generally when people have EXs, they have a bunch of them because you get a lot. And they don't want to sell these cards at $1 or $2 a piece. So they'll just dump them all off to somebody buying bulk for 35 cents a piece, and they can get them all sold immediately. And then I can be the one to actually go through these cards, list them, wait for them to sell, ship them, and get that profit margin on them when people would normally not be able to. Dope bulk find, brother. Yeah, thank you, Kashmir. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about this bulk order. I've definitely it's been cool going through a lot of these. I definitely like to see any like reverse hollows or hollow 151 cards. And this last set I just picked up this evening actually had a good amount. This stack here is 151. So I've been pulling out 151 out of this. It's usually what I do when I go through bulk is I'll just pull out the 151s real quick because those are worth the most. I've been listing them on TCG Player, but I have them listed for higher than market price, and they've not really been moving really fast at all. If I put them at market price, they probably sell like overnight. But I can get more for them on eBay, so I was thinking about listing them all on eBay and taking them off of my TCG Player store. But I want to build a choose your card listing, and I did do that. I need to get back to fixing it and making it live when we go through this, so we might be doing that tonight too. We might actually build a choose your own card eBay listing so you guys can kind of see how that works, and then also you can see what I typically want to go for the prices wise. But you can make a lot more money if you sell 151 reverse hollows on eBay. They sell for a pretty good price. They sell for $2 to $3 a piece depending on the card, and you won't get that on TCG Player. So theoretically, anything could be considered bulk. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, it depends on what someone would value as bulk or not. You know, like they might keep a card in there that they don't even realize is in there, or they might, they might think it's bulk and then not know the value, or whatever. It could be anything. It was actually funny. I was pulling through this list. I think it's the Pidgeotto Reverse Hollow in 151 that for whatever reason is worth quite a bit of money, and I ended up finding that in the book. Like when I was dealing with him, as I was flipping through him, I immediately saw a Pidgeotto Reverse Hollow, and I was like, "Wait a minute! I think that's like a $3 or $4 card." Like as I was flipping through it with him there, I was like, "What are the odds of that?" It's finding like the one weirdly priced card out of that like right away. I thought that was pretty cool. But the guy I dealt with today was pretty cool. Super nice guy. Actually, I did a deal this morning too. Or was it last night? I'm mixing my days up. But I did a deal the other day or yesterday, and 2 deals yesterday, and then 1 deal today, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to do the deals for sure. Actually, the guy I did a deal with yesterday commented on my video yesterday, which is hilarious because that was the video I told the story about Flamin' Hot Cheetos. And I was like, damn, what an impression. Imagine that being your first video of mine. And that, like, doing a deal with me and then like, oh, I'll check out his channel. And that's the video you watch. Could you imagine? But he commented on it, which I thought was hilarious. He was a super cool guy. Oh, sorry if you already answered, but how do you sort your bulk for selling? It's not. No, that's a good question. So right now, before I had this scanner, I was doing it by set and then alphabetically. But now that I have this scanner, and that's for TCG Player, technically for you could do it for eBay as well like that. But eBay, typically most people do a chaos sort system where it's like the first one you list is number 1 and the last one you list is number whatever. And you kind of have a chaos sort system, and you don't really sort the cards. But that's what we're trying to get into, and going to be doing it on TCG Player as well, as long as I can get this tool to work on TCG Automate as well as I hope it will. So lots of things you can change, but generally speaking, when you're first starting out, you're going to want to set sort them and then alphabetize them within the set. Oh, here we go. Here's some Mew cards. This is what we're looking for. 151. 151. Articuno, Execute, Tentacool, Oddish, Covey, Vaporeon, Kabutops, Ditto. That's a good one. Raticate. There we go. All those 151 cards. Yes, please. Always worth getting 151 cards. Yeah, but no, ask your questions. Any questions you guys got. I'm all ears. I love to answer questions. You got some reverse hollows from Scarlet or from the Sword Shield era. That's a reverse hollow rare Kyogre, so that's probably worth something. But right now, I'm just kind of sifting for 151 cards. Normally, I sometimes do this, sometimes don't. But I just know that right now I've been wanting to work through my 151 stuff. because it's worth a little bit more. Typically, you want to list your most expensive cards first, just so you can get the ball moving. But I was actually wanting to get a lot of reverse holos listed because I want people to add cards to their orders when they buy these bigger cards, and hoping to make some money on these cards pretty quickly that way. When I had these in stock before, people would always buy them and some other cards. And now that these have basically all gone through on TCG Player, my reverse holos aren't selling nearly as fast. So that's my goal, kind of. All right, now that I've got the reverse or the 151s out, I'm going to separate them between rares and reverse holos. So that's what I'm doing now. And then we'll probably do... I like to do this before I do TCG Automate, if I'm going to do TCG Automate for something like this, because I like to know if they're all reverse holos, so I don't have to worry like, oh, this one's holo, this one's not. Any of these automated systems can typically get the reverse holos and holos mixed up very easily, so I just try to make it easy for myself and just make sure to separate them before going through any of these, so I don't have to pay attention to that kind of detail, because sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell the difference between the two, well, even when you're just looking in person, especially when you're looking at a lot of them like I am right now. The holographics just kind of like all fade together. If I have to take a phone call, by the way, in the middle of this, pardon me. See, I think this Pidgeotto is the one that's worth, like, let me look this up. I'm pretty sure Pidgeotto from no, that's Pidgeot. Oh no, I thought it was Pidgeotto. I wasn't paying attention. 18 Pidgeot 018. Okay, it's not letting me do that. Okay, 151. Well, let me do that. Pidgeot 151. There we go. 151. Sad day. It wasn't. The reverse holo is 31 cents. I think it's a Pidgeotto that is worth a decent amount, though. Pidgeotto. My buddy would be so mad at me right now that I mixed up Pidgeotto and Pidgeot, because his favorite Pokemon is Pidgeot. Yeah, okay, it's not as much as I thought. 179 for a Pidgeotto reverse holo. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. So, unfortunately, it's the Pidgeot, not the Pidgeotto. Dragonite, I think, is a pretty good reverse holo to get, too. All right. So, I only know Pokemon. Do you think it's worth to pick up any Magic bulk lot that people would be selling? It just depends on what you want to get into. If you're pretty new, I would stick to one game. But Magic bulk is definitely worth it. When you get into more of the bulk game, you're gonna get more money for your Magic bulk typically than you will for your Pokemon bulk. So you're only sorting out the holos and reverse holos right now. What do you do with the regular commons and uncommons? So I usually will just go sift through them really quickly to pull out the few cards that I know have value. The best way to do it is just to pull out any trainers, and then you can go through and find out which trainers are the best. I had a list in one of my videos. I don't know if I have that list anymore, of all the cards that I pull out of bulk, but it's very quick because there's only like 10 cards that you can pull out. So you can just kind of blow through it and go through and see what's worth something. Typically they're not worth a ton. You kind of hope that you get some trainers that are worth something, and then after you're done with it, you just try and resell it. There's a few buyers on that TCG Bulkings website that will buy your bulk, and I know Troll and Toad buys them for $20. I don't know if Kruk Cards is still buying, but they buy them for $30 per thousand. So, and I buy them for $10 per thousand. So if I didn't even want to go through those, I could just pack them up and then send them out and make money from them. If you weren't doing YouTube, do you think it would take longer to sell your bulk? I'm considering following you on this journey, minus the YouTube part. I don't know if it's viable. Absolutely, CC. You do not need to do. You do not need to do YouTube to make it work. I sell very little of my stuff to viewers. Some stuff does sell to viewers, but it's absolutely possible to do without it. I'd probably say less than 10% of my sales comes from YouTube. What up, Sword Swift? What up, Micah? I deal in Magic, but I'm looking to start buying up sealed Pokemon. If I get lucky and find sealed Pokemon at MSRP, are they always picking up or only specific price? Jake, everything, I mean, it depends on if you want to be considered a scalper, but everything, if you can get any Pokemon product at MSRP, it will be worth it. Any Pokemon product right now you see, you will be able to sell it more. But there might be stuff to look out that's better. I don't know a ton, but I know that everything's above MSRP. I don't know after fees, though, and shipping. I don't deal with sealed right now. I don't really, to be completely honest with you, I don't want to deal with sealed. I don't like sealed. I don't want to box up a bunch of stuff. I don't want to make a bunch of boxes or have a bunch of boxes. I like just dealing with cards for now. Maybe we'll get into sealed eventually, but that's just my personal preference. You're selling eBay, but I only got 200 listed. Is there a way to increase that? Do I need a store subscription? Do you know? Yes. Actually, it's funny that you say that, Barrera. I just got off the phone with eBay. So you can go to, let me show you the eBay listing increase limit, something like that. Yeah, so you can go to this website. I'll put this in the chat. Go to this website and see if you can request a limit. If you can't, all you have to do is open up a chat with them. Do not talk to the chat. You have to call them. Or it'll say, like, do you want to talk? Like, on this help, all you have to do is say, like, give me an agent or something like that. And they'll say, do you want to chat with one or do you want someone to call you? Do the call option. Because the chat agent I literally just did this today. The chat agent was like, there's nothing I can do. If I could do it, I would have done it. And that was just a lie. I called somebody on the phone. They're like, yeah, we got your limit to 3,000 now. So yeah, just give them a call. They'll up the limit. Resell, what up? Just an idea. You should sell some of the connecting artwork commons in a set. Just caught up on your vids. Love to see your journey. Giving no fox. Connecting artwork commons. There's connecting artwork commons? In which sets? I didn't even know they had those. Priest, what up? How much 151 do you have on the table? It is by far the best for bulk. Just today I had 4 orders, all one specific Pokemon. 1 to 50, 149 cards each. I list literally everything. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bronze God, 100%. 151. This is all 151 right here. This and this. And it's worth a pretty penny. What up, Phantom? I was inspired by you and another creator. I started selling bulk on TCG Player. 2 weeks in and level 3 with 3 to 5 hours down, right behind you. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. The Lone Dinosaur. Who was the other YouTuber? Who else inspired you? It better not be anybody else better than me. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of awesome content creators on here. Question, there's loads of content creators now talking about starting TCG Pokemon business. You rock because you explained from the beginning how to start. But do you think this would get saturated? No. No. Pokemon's huge. Pokemon is huge. There is no such thing as saturation. Even on the YouTube side, I don't think it's saturated. People say that YouTube's saturated. It's really not. I follow a content creator. If you've ever heard of Devin Nash, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Devin Nash. I like his stuff a lot. And he talks about, like, he's like, people say that there's oversaturation on YouTube, and it's just a lie. There are always people looking for new content, and there's so many viewers on YouTube. There's no such thing as saturation on YouTube. At least not right now. Maybe with AI, but why don't you do Magic the Gathering? I do Briar. I prefer Pokemon because I like Pokemon. It's just my preference, but I do have a lot of Magic bulk that I've definitely sold through. You sold me 2 Pokemon cards at DC this week. Force, if I tell you, last 2 hollows I need for me. Hell yeah, Arbor Bash. Did they get to you already? Thanks for the info. I'll talk to them. Yeah, of course. Gengar hollows up to $4. Do I have any Gengar hollows? I don't think I have any Gengars. I have a Mewtwo. I have no Gengars, unfortunately. Pokepass TCG, of course. Of course. Yes. Everyone gets inspired by Pokepass TCG, myself included. I watched his videos before I started doing videos, and I was like, if this man can do it with 3 children and a very stressful job, I think I can do it with no children and a very chill job. So, that guy's awesome. I love Pokepass TCG. TJ's great. When I switch to my eBay, to my LLC, they automatically upload up my 50K, which is a little much. Honestly, that's nice, Don. Better too much than not enough. There's enough bread in the pond for all the ducks. Yep, 100%. This might be the new and upcoming thing, but it won't last long because it's too boring for the amount of money you make. Like to sell bulk or just a Pokemon in general? I don't plan on just staying in bulk. I don't plan on just being like a bulk seller. Bulk is just very easy to add money to your orders. I want to eventually get into collections and start getting into that realm, but ultimately, this business here is just as a start. It's a good starting point. It also feels really like there's something about bulk that's so appealing. I've talked about this before, but there's something so appealing about like buying something for literal pennies and turning that into dollars. The profit margins are so high that it feels It's impossible to lose money. Genuinely, it's impossible to lose money with bulk. So, as long as you buy it at a low enough price, so it's very enticing. It's just literally like, how many hours are you willing to put into it to get money out of it? And so, yeah, it might not work out hourly that well. Yeah, someone's always like, just go work at McDonald's. Like, I don't want to work at McDonald's. I'm looking at cool shiny rectangles, and that's awesome. You know. Pokemon and Round, hell yeah, yep. Don't we all? Don't we all? Pokepaster and Raw TCG are great. Do you use shipping label on your TCG player orders, or do you package them? How do you package them? So I have these little shipping labels here. These labels here I use for TCG player, and then for eBay I have full labels, since you can do the eBay standard envelope. So they have actual labels, but yeah, I just put this in my label printer, and then I copy and paste their name into the label thing, and then just print them out. You ever think of doing set builds and selling that way? No, I think that's too. I think it's too. It would take too long, and it would slow down the process, I feel like. You ever think of doing? Caught that. Not yet, but it was just 2 days ago. Okay, yeah. Hopefully, I get to see you soon, Arbash. That's risk-free. Any side hustle or business that doesn't have a bulk foundation will not have easy time to have more money. Yeah, 100% Bronze God. I think that it's a good baseline. You go get more into the grade side of the hobby. Yes, I would love to get into grading. I don't love the fact that that they raise the price of the grading. I really don't like that. I think that's pretty shitty. So I don't love that. Also, side note, anybody know in here what this song is? Can you guys hear this song? Tell me somebody knows what this song is. This is my childhood right here. Let me tell you. This brings back so much memories. Thunderstruck. Yep, you nailed it. This is AC/DC. You've been thunderstruck! Hey, I actually saw them live last year. I saw AC/DC live last year. It was awesome. They are old. They are old, but they are awesome. Love the content. I'm also running my own shop, and it has its ups and downs. 100% Magnus. Yeah, you learn the ups and downs quick, and it's weird. Like, today felt like a downer for me for sure, and I don't know why. I really didn't have a reason to. It's probably because I got, like, 0 sleep last night. But I was, like, just not... Like, today's video, like, I think I was fine, but I was, like... I feel like it's not my best. I just didn't feel like I was, like, firing on all cylinders, and it's just one of those days I was just like, it ain't it today. It ain't it. I also like holding bulk cards. I feel slabs and steel product purely investment, but you lose the feel of physically holding the cards. Yeah, I mean, I don't love, well, I like the idea of investing in individual cards more than I like the idea of investing in sealed product. I think investing, I think I've said this before on my live streams, never in a video. I need to make the video one of these days, but I think Pokemon investing is pretty stupid. I think it doesn't work for most people. But if you're in the process of buying and selling cards, you're running a business, so I wouldn't put that money away to like invest in them. But if you did it that way and you're like, I'm going to put 10% toward Pokemon investing, that makes a little bit more sense to me because you're actually like, you know what it's like to buy and sell. But these people that don't do any buying and selling and they just throw money at Pokemon boxes, I'm like, dude, you have no idea what this is like. And you're not going to get 100% for your boxes when you go to sell them in 2 years. In fact, someone is trying to sell me a collection box. It got ripped, but it's perfectly good. It's a $1,600 box. He's offering it for me for $1,100, and I still don't want it. I was like, dude, one, I don't have the capital to really buy that, and two, even if I did, it's ripped. I have no idea how long that would take to sell, and I don't really want to have a $1,600 box. So, like, there's so much involved with buying or selling older sealed product that people really don't think about. It's Panama Bob Van Halen. Yes. You are selling, but getting your name out there is really hard, believe it or not. Yeah. You handsome so-and-so, how are you doing? What up, Reform Collector? I'm doing good, man. I just watched your video. I was watching your video. I haven't watched your newest one. I watched the one before that. It was good. I think Mewtwo Hollow was close to $2. Perfect. Anyone that didn't know that song, that was the Chow Garden. That was the Chow Garden. Anyone do the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2? Dude. Oh, so freaking good. So good. So good. So good. Looking for highest priced? So how are you sorting cards looking for highest price? Barrera, I'm not really looking at prices right now. Right now I was just alphabetizing these cards because they're 151 and I know they're worth more. This set is worth a decent penny. So I'm just sorting this or alphabetizing these right now. I'm actually going to combine these. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I think I'm going to take the cards that I have listed of 151 off of TCG Player, or maybe I'll just do these and list them on eBay as a choose your card listing. So I can try to get people to buy more than one card at once. And we might try and do that in this stream if we can actually alphabetize these in time. Probably should grab a sorting bin, but I don't really know if I have enough room up here. I get about 400 orders a month on eBay, so I'm doing all right. That's awesome, Don. I'm jealous, dude. I can't get my eBay going, dude. My eBay is trash. It is selling nothing. You're masochist for not using a sorting tray, even for small stacks. It might just be me. Yeah, I need to go. Let me go grab a sorting tray because I'll be doing it for the alphabetizing. Where is my? Oh, it's literally under my desk. I'm a dork. Right under me. Oh, don't judge me on my dusty sorting tray, by the way. It's dusty, crusty, all of the things. It's not crusty. It's just dusty and hairy from my animals, not from my butthole or anything. That was weird. Why did I say that? Anyway. It's fine. No one heard that. Look at me being all perfect. God damn! Look at those. Look at that dust! That's disturbing. Do we need to clean this? We need to clean this. Do I have paper towels up here? I don't have paper towels up here. We're just gonna just deal with it, all right? Just deal with it. I don't have time for your sass. Hell no, seal collectors are picky. You'd end up having to bust it open. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you damage even a little bit, they're like, nope, I don't want it. It's just like, there's no way. I think the hardest part about having a TCG business is so many cool cards come your way, but knowing they're cool equals knowing they'll sell. Very hard to keep a personal collection. Yeah, Heck Hunter, I understand what you're saying. Actually, Heck, I think I saw your comment in my last video right before I went live. Were you the one that said that I should put all the videos together and then release it? I was actually already planning on doing that, so I thought it was funny that you said that. Because I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to be doing that. I planned on doing that when I hit further on, but I might do it. I don't know if, I don't know when I want to do it, though, so we'll see. And I don't know how I want to do it, because I kind of want... I've been between two ways of doing that. Releasing my content with a voiceover and talking about how it worked, which would put more time and editing into it, or just literally just like smacking them all together, which would be the least amount of work, but it would be kind of lazy. So I can't decide what I want to do. Or even if I want to just edit it a little bit, so I only have like the actual business talk and not like the opening monologues I do of the stupid shit I say. So I don't know. We'll see. If I ever do put out that video, anyone that has YouTube Red, download that video because it'll be like a 10-hour video and it'll be great for my watch time, and you'd be helping me out a bunch. I feel you may be a sell every other week. Feel you maybe sell every other. What do you mean, Miranda? So I pulled the charts at EX Special Illustration right 151 to get it graded. $50 plus shipping for 45-day turnaround. Damn. Is that for PSA? That has to be for PSA. I think it's stupid that PSA charges more if a card is worth more. Why does that matter? Why does the card's value have any merit on how it's graded? That just seems so ridiculous. I don't know how that's become the industry standard. I thought I always misunderstood grading, and I thought I didn't realize how it worked, and maybe I still don't realize how it works, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? You have to pay more if it's worth more? That's stupid. And do you go off the graded price? Because a 10 and a 9 can be two totally different prices. So how do you even know? I think they like upcharge you if you get a high grade, right? Or something stupid like that. Honestly, PSA is a scam. I hope somebody else can take them over. I want to get into the grading side of things, but dude, watching the way PSA runs their business pisses me off. Someone clip that. JK, what up? What up, Muck? How's it going, man? Just take some time existing. eBay does the heavy lifting for you as far as you getting you in front of buyers. Yeah, Don. Do you do any ads, Don? Or do you do it all organic? I've been thinking about maybe adding a few percentage towards my ads. I also just don't have a ton listed, so I just need to get through listings. PSA, yeah. PSA are scammers. The insurance to cover high-value cards. It's the insurance to cover high-value cards? Like their insurance or like shipping insurance? I mean, that's a generous way to look at it, Don. Regardless, that's a generous way to look at it. I think that's a excuse. Do all the grading companies do that? Tag doesn't do that, do they? Does CGC and Tag do that? It's the dictionary definition of a conflict of interest. How? What? The different prices? Diggly-dig, diggly-dig. Trio, trio, trio. Dragonair, Dragonite, Drowsy. Execute. Dude, I'm nailing these Pokemon impressions. What is that? What is that? Electabuzz? Or whatever he does. He like freaks out. Nailed it. Can I PM you a link for the connecting artwork? Sets where Searching Sparks and other one is... Yeah, absolutely. Giving no fucks, yeah. Or just put it in the Discord in general. If you put it in the Discord, I'll catch it. Just ping me in the Discord. Gold Duck, Gold Bat, Ghastly, and Growlithe. Been doing good. Start to sell cards on eBay soon. Hell yeah, Muck. Hell yeah. Definitely get on the eBay. The eBay. It's a good one. No, they don't. But they charge you up front for grading. I mean, so does... I mean, they all do, right? You have to like pay for the grading first. Does PSA make you doesn't charge you until they actually grade it? Yeah, charging more based on a grade that they decide themselves. Yeah, that's kind of wild. That is kind of wild. What's up, dude? Watch your videos. Wanting to wish you the best luck. Hey, Vexamoose, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm always curious. What was your guys' first videos of mine? What was your guys' first video? I'm always curious to see what... I need to put on streamer mode. Let me put on streamer mode real quick. I'm always curious what your guys' first videos are. I feel so bad for anyone whose first video was the Flamin' Hot Cheeto video. Could you imagine that's your first impression of me? Me telling the story about Flamin' Hot Cheetos. That would be a wild one. Where's streamer mode? There we go. I always forget where it's at. There we go. Yeah, I'll check that out. Wait, let me see if I can just do it right now. Wow, I had no idea they had connecting artwork like this. This is cool. Let me show this. We were talking about connecting artwork in the comments. I did not know they had connecting artwork like this. That is actually sick. That's so cool. I need to check for those cards then next time. I wonder if they would sell well on eBay. And you sell them as a set like that? That's so sick. No, for PSA you pay after. Really? Wow, that's actually legit. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. So then you don't have to have your money tied up for that long. I just thought you'd have your money tied up for that long. That's actually really enticing. Magikarp, that's before I mind. Everyone pays more for PSA than other grading. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. That's the thing. I mean, they have a monopoly for a reason. Everyone wants PSA. No one wants CGC. You got a CGC 10, it's worth less than PSA 10. If you got... Who does the Pristine? Is it Beckett? If you can get a Beckett 10, then or a Pristine 10, then it's worth more than a PSA 10. But I honestly think that a Tag 10 should go more than a PSA because that's an automated system. To me, that means, like, in theory, there's no human that could make a mistake. Let me catch up. I believe the insurance refers to GSA guaranteeing the authenticity and the grade. They have to pay out the full value of the card if something goes wrong with it. Yeah, but like, that's just the cost of doing business, you know? I don't know. I mean, I understand it a little bit, but at the same time, like, if the other ones aren't doing that, that means PSA doesn't have to do it. I will say I love PSA's magazines. I ordered some from somebody. If you get a PSA membership, you get monthly magazines, and I love them. They're actually really cool. I don't know if anyone's ever read any of those. I might be the only one that actually read those, but I ordered some on eBay. I ordered like 5 or 6 of them, and they were really cool. PSA bought Beckett. Yeah. I said the one I was talking about, you sell it as a set since it's different sets. What? Oh, yeah. I said a Bo Jackson through GameStop, paid up front, but will gladly pay an upcharge for PSA 10. The difference between a 9 and 10 is damn. That's crazy. Yeah, if you can get a good grade, it's definitely worth it. Is my $1 million idea? It's yours. Nice. Yep. I appreciate that. Now I'll make billions off his $1 million idea. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. PSA Enjoyer, if we want to talk about scams, we need to talk about black labels. That is a bunch of fairy dust. So you're a PSA simp? That's I don't know, Don. I don't know. I'm side-eyeing you now. Side-eyeing you. I don't know. I haven't dealt enough with PSA to actually know what I think of them. I use Ace grading as based on the UK. Yeah, I could see using other things if they're not in the US. Yeah, 100%. I don't think anyone can argue that tag slabs aren't the best looking slabs. Anyone argue that tag doesn't have the best slabs? I think it's objectively the best slab. So I teach about Zero kept appearing my recommended for about 3 days, and I pulled the trigger and watched it. Been watching everything. That's awesome, Buck. Yep. That's the way it happens, doesn't it? It's always like, oh, this guy just keeps getting recommended, and I don't want to watch his shit. And you're finally like, fine, I'll do it if I have to. Mike, what up? Tag is automated, but it's not accurate yet, which kind of ruins the whole appeal. Yeah, I've heard there's some conflicting things. I still think like the difference between like an automation mistake and a human mistake. The automation mistake, don't get me wrong, it's not that it feels better. It's just that it probably happens less, I would imagine, but I could be wrong. Tag packs the slabs in a black pack that you have to open. Yes, Arbor Bash. There are not enough people that talk about that. Tag's presentation with the grades is like, it's like opening a brand new pack. It feels so good. I love, when I saw that they put them in the bags, I was like, I'm going with tag. Like, I have to grade with tag. And me and my brother, I showed my brother and he's like, that's awesome. I was like, let's grade. Let's put a submission together. And we did. It was awesome. And spawned in. What up, Bayou? Bayou, your last video makes me nervous. I'll be honest with you. Your video about the CGC grades makes me a little nervous. Because I'm like, to me, I guess I don't see the benefit. I'm really curious. I think I asked you before. I'm curious how much CGC sells for you, like how quickly it sells for you. Because to me, like a CGC 9 seems like it's going to sit for a long time. So if you grade with CGC expecting a 9 and only hoping a few 10s happen, but you want to break even on those 9s, like it's going to take you a long time to break even, would it not? This is coming from someone who's completely ignorant. So does Jeter own tag? Like the baseball player Jeter? The market says PSA is the best value and most sought after. 100%. But the market, just because the market says it doesn't mean it is, you know. It is the most sought after and the best value, the 100%. You can sell through PSA cards significantly faster than you can sell through any other card. All right, sounds good, Sword Swift. Have a good one. I sold like 9 CGC slabs. Well, I've sold every CGC slab I've ever had. But they 9s or 10s? Derek Jeter owns tag? I didn't know that. Or are you asking that? I don't know. I'm going to get ready to do so, but I have a set of cards that my son wants graded, and I just can't do it. They're not even close to get a 6. Honestly, here, let me show you my grades. I had really bad grades, too. Let me grab my graded cards. So I don't think this is all of them, but I put these together because I just wanted them in slabs. So the only tin I got was this Infernape, and I opened it right before we sent in the. Here, let me do it this way. Let me use the camera like it's supposed to be used. This is the only tin I got. This Infernape. I pulled it right before I got it sent in, so I just sent it in. And then I graded a Fortress that I found in bulk, which got a 7. I graded a reverse Fortress that I found in bulk for an 8.5. I graded another Fortress, this one non-reverse hollow, for a 9. Then did this Fortress, the EX, for a 9. Did this one that I picked up at a card show for 5.5. And then these two got a 7.5 and an 8. So I did it just because I thought they looked awesome and I was excited to do it. I didn't really care about the grade. Certainly didn't do it for money. But I thought those were cool. So that's the only grading I've done. This tag. My brother did a few cards. He did a few Magic cards. And he did a Mewtwo, an alt art Mewtwo. You shoot for 10s and pristines, and the fact that you can flip 5 times in the amount of time before you get PSA back. I don't know. I'm gonna try it and keep y'all updated. Yeah, I don't doubt that you can. Like, if you can make it work. My thing is like the selling of them. Like, how easy can you actually get them to sell? Not the 10s, but the 9s to like break even on those. When people try tag after PSA price increases, tag unfortunately still getting some resistance. Yeah, I think that you'll see people try to find new avenues, but I think ultimately PSA is still gonna. I think if tag ever gets big enough, either PSA is gonna buy them or they're just going to automate themselves as well. Sold CDC 9 normal toxicity, everything will sell at a right price. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that it won't. I'm just curious how fast. Send in a tag. Yeah, looking forward to see how it all works for you. Yeah, I am too. I'm really excited to watch your progress because the graded side is the stuff I know very little about. Super slow, 3 months worth. Yeah, it's very slow. A M2A Mega Dream and 2 more Nihil boxes. Now I have 35 cards to send in Monday. Nice. They do look good. They look really good. I sent in 20 day turnaround and got it back 75 days. That's insane. Didn't you say you're getting some grades back soon? I have 5 other cards I want to grade, and I think I'll send them a tag. If you're wanting to, in my opinion, if you want your cards for a personal collection graded, go with tag. If you want the value out of them, go with PSA. It's just going to take 20 years to get your PSA cards back. It's crazy. They raise their price like crazy and raise their wait times, and their wait times are still not even close to what they say they are. It's a crime. That is correct. He just wants it done, getting ready to send them to tag. Yeah, then yeah, 100%. If he automates it, will definitely impact current 10s. Yeah, 100%, because I think current 10s would go down in value, I would think. I'm not saying they wouldn't do it anytime soon, but I don't think anyone is going to have human grading in 10 years, in my opinion. I'd be very surprised if they stuck with human grading in 10 years. Yep, 100%. Maybe PSA is the way to go for now. 100%. Yeah, if it's business related, PSA is still the way to go, I would say. These are all Greninja cards for me. Because it's tennis bank. Is the one where football pads and a baseball and a ball bat. Like, does it actually have that in the card? Dude, sports cards are crazy. Yeah, 100%. Like, if you're trying to just sell it, then yeah, then definitely go with PSA. It's actually criminal. Yeah, I don't know why they say that. It's weird because all of them do that. Tag did the same thing to me. They said their turnaround times were a lot higher than they were. Their turnaround times are when they get it and they'll sit in their place and their timer doesn't start until they actually grab the cards and start looking at them, which is bullshit. That's not how that should work. Hey, buddy, I've been enjoying the channel. I binge most of your videos in one day. Keep it up, brother. Hey, Colby, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, we should probably be doing something, y'all. We should probably be making an attempt at doing something. So I wanted to alphabetize these because we wanted to make a choose your card listing on eBay, and we should probably do that now. So here's the plan. Let's switch screens. And let's create that. We've already created one, and I don't know if it's still there. I hope it is. I created one at one point, and I don't know what I did with it, so let's hope that it's still there. All right. I promoted 2 more and everything, and I've sold 7 cards today. I just listed them at noon today, but I've got WotC bulk. Really, Tate Sparks. That's what I probably need to do is probably start putting some promotions on. You start a trend of tag being the most sought after 10 instead of PSA to upsell the market. Yeah, you should, Mark. Let's all get together and make sure tag is the grading service to use. I would rather use tag over anything else, but understand that's not the market right now. All right, let's go to eBay. And it should be, is it in my, I started building one and then I don't even remember how I did it. I'll be completely honest with you. Hopefully it's in my, have we got any orders? Probably not. Nope. Let's not go to our orders because that has people's names. Let's see. Giraffes? Was it in giraffes? Yes, here we go. I even made a little like cute icon for it and everything. I don't want a video. Yeah, look, I made this little photo for it. Choose your card, 151. You start. I think the grading does require a bit of subjective human interaction because some defects look visually worse than others. Yeah. I can see the human aspect of it, but yeah, I don't know. I would be surprised if we haven't gone fully automated by then, but I can see PSA holding on to that, which I don't blame them to. Because, yeah, they'd upset their own market by switching it to automation. But I just don't know if, like, tag would start to get some traction. They haven't, so who knows. Will you do a video on how to make a choose your card listing? Patrick, I don't know. Honestly, to make mine, I watched Gem TCGs. PSA prior to this game with a higher... Yeah, I've heard a lot of things that are weird with GameStop. Is this where I come from for fake cards? JK, hey everyone. Yes, this is where all the fake cards are sold. Promote is 2%. I cheese it and do 2.1 and it seems to work. That's a good idea, actually. That's actually a really good idea. Automation will always require a human eye to confirm. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't think I'm not saying that like the whole place is just going to go pure automation. I'm saying like they'll start using automation in their systems. Let me make sure that my wife hasn't messaged me. Heading home. Okay, she said that 10 minutes ago. Offer expires. TCG. Hey, we sold something on TCG Player. We sold a command tower. Okay, let's get back to our choose your card. So I haven't really filled out a ton. I'm not that like worried about it. I just kind of wanted to get this on here. Default shipping, yes. Where was all? Okay, so I think I needed to edit these because I needed to actually put the photos. I don't have any of the photos right now, so I need to add photos for each one of these. How do I add the photo? Okay, yeah. Here's the enterprise, enter quantity. Use default photos. Choose your card. Here we go. Okay, so we need to get the pictures for all of these. Does anyone have where I can grab 151 reverse hollow pictures? Is there somewhere that has like all of them that I can just grab all the pictures for? Well, can I save this as an image and it'll work? 240. Let's see. Bulbasaur. I didn't have Bulbasaur, so I need to add one. How do I add a new one? I forget how to add the... Okay, here we go. Add... Wait. How do I do this? I forget now. It's been a minute since I did it. Okay, yeah, here we go. Create your own Bulbasaur. Add. Oh, I was gonna add the number. What's the number? Number 1. Bulbasaur. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. No, let me what do I do in here? What is happening? No, what? Okay, choose your card. Okay. Oh, I should have done this better. I did not do this very good. Okay, you know, we're going to do just the cards that we have. So let's do that. What do we have? Do we have Charmander on this list? Charmander! We have Charmeleon. Can I do Charmeleon? Where's Charmeleon? Here's Charmeleon. Here's the reverse holo. Let's just save this image. And let's see if we can add this image. So Charmeleon, upload from computer, downloads this one. See, this is the problem. Every website I'm grabbing from, they're higher than 500 pixels wide, so it won't let me do it. So I need something smaller. PokePaster, your message got retracted. You said some heinous stuff. I've told you guys PokePaster has got a mouth on him. He's got a mouth on him, ladies and gentlemen. Let me catch up with chat. Speaking of orders, Ascended Heroes bulk literally got me over 50 orders today. 27 orders since last Saturday. Finally near the level requirement. Hell yeah, Michaeline. That's awesome. I don't get any of those. So, say in an interview with the PSA grading head, he said they are already using automation, just not so much on the grading itself. Yeah, I mean everyone's probably using some. I was watching you from 22 minutes ago, think it was live. Yeah, he's like, damn, he's really not catching up with chat. What up, man? Good to see you, TJ. Advantage of choose your card listing versus single listing with a promo code. You can do the promo code even with the choose your own card, Patrick. It's just nice for buyers so they can probably, like, choose your own card will probably get people to buy the card more often, I would think. I don't know. I've not messed with it yet. With the extra money PSA has coming in, would you think they could hire at least one extra person to reduce the wait times? I mean, that's the problem. PSA probably understands that there's like highs and lows to this business, and they don't want to go on a hiring spree during a high and then come to the low and then have too many employees. I don't know. I think they should be, because it feels like even at their best days and even when it's slower, they're still far behind. But I don't know. I don't run PSA. I don't know exactly the inner workings of PSA as well. So the buyer knows exactly what they're paying. They don't have to do the mental math shipping. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. Seems like a lot of work. Once you get it down, Toy, it's really not. Get them from TCG Player. Do you photos to eBay and TCG? No, just TCG, or just eBay. Logo looking clean though. Thanks, man. Yeah, my dad did it. And actually, let's show that off. I want to show you guys the full logo. Did I download it? It's just the icon now, but I wanted to show you guys. He pointed it out to me. I didn't see it when I first saw it. No, this isn't the full logo. Is it this one? No. Here it is. Okay, so my dad, I agreed. He's like, I think the I looks better. And so it's I here, and then P, and then C. So it's Phantom Cards, if you guys can see that in the logo. My dad's was a graphic designer for 30 years. And so I was like, hey, can you do this? And he's like, absolutely. So he was cool enough to help me out. And I thought that turned out really good. A bunch of people and train them can buy you. Yeah, yeah. Do you have the photo option on both eBay and TCG? You can add the photo option, but I don't do it on TCG Player. What up? Your live content also? Love your content also? Oh, yeah. You're pinging PokePass. So I was like, what do you mean? Which files you click on stream, by the way? Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Fire logo. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Are trainers cards worth anything? It depends on what it is, Briarwood, but typically those in newer bulk are going to be what's actually going to be worth money. Okay, so do we just do this without photos? Probably not. We need to add photos. I guess we could literally, well, I think if I scan my cards in, they're going to be bigger than 500 pixels as well. Is there an easy way to just resize photos? Am I stupid? So I would love to just grab these photos. Okay, let's do this. I mean, I could bring them into I could literally bring them in. Well, there's got to be some kind of tool. Image resizer. Select images. This one, and this one. Resize it, please. There. Yay. Now we can save them all this way. And I don't need two of these. All right, let's just do this one anyway. This is the one we were wanting to do. Charmeleon. This might be a job. What the? Brother. It just made it bad. It didn't change. It just changed the blurriness. I just want the... Oh, wait, here, wait. Dimensions. I need it... What was it? 500 pixels wide? Brother, I can't do math. Wouldn't that be 250 by 2? No, that would be times. I don't know. 150 by 150. No, 100. Why not? I don't know. Fit. Auto crop. Auto crop. Fit. Let's do fit. Did you not want to create a choose your... I honestly haven't done it. I guess we could look at that. I've not messed with it. I've not messed with the choose your own... where would that be? List cards, list by set. Is it list cards, list graded cards, list by set, collection. Someone help me, I'm stupid. Especially the insane clown posse boys. Hell yeah. Dude, the scanner's all locked and loaded now. In theory, PokePaster. In theory. Brother, this let me walk you guys through the past week that I've been dealing with. I thought, here's my ignorance. I thought I was gonna get this scanner. I was gonna use TCG Automate, and I was just gonna be smooth sailing. I would click the scanner, I would put the cards in, it'd scan them all, I'd throw them into TCG Automate, it would recognize all of them, I'd hit list, and I'd be done. That is not how this works. At least not my experience. This thing you have to mess with. It's not as simple. It can damage cards raw in the current setup that I have. It doesn't usually, but it has a chance of scratching just a little bit, but it wouldn't scratch it enough to go from like near mint to lightly played. It's a very tiny scratch if it scratches it at all right now. So I wouldn't be worried about listing on TCG Player. It's a little bit more worrying to list it on eBay, but I don't have cards that are worth a ton of value, so it's not too much of a worry for me. And then TCG Automate, until today, with this new AI version he added, was incredibly inaccurate. So then I was looking at other directions, and it's been a week. It's been a week. Let me tell you, I've been so frustrated, and I just thought this was just, I'm gonna get it out of the box, and we're gonna be smooth sailing. And let me tell you, that ain't my experience. Stock photos for the listings. That's true. I guess I can use TCG Player, but TCG. Well, the problem is it doesn't have the reverse holo images. Is the only problem that I was running into. But I guess it doesn't have to. Shop shingles. Printing. Reverse holo foil. No. No. Reverse holo foil, and we will sort by Kaddish. We will sort by alphabetical. All right, let me blow through chat. I got on a tangent. The Juggalos spawn in. Are you lying? You won't scam me into doing work? Yeah, I know, right? 500 pixels. Over 500 pixels? No. Was that under? Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. Don't you dare. Oh, it does. What the hell? What the? I thought it was needed to be smaller. I'm a dumbass. Give you all the stock photos. List card by set. Oh, okay. Let me do that. Let me catch up with chat, but I will do that. Enjoy the rest of y'all's evening. Arash, have a good one. Thanks for coming in. Got to use the tape method with the Rico, bro. Honestly, I've done that. What are you taping up after that, though? What are you, like, when I taped it up, it wouldn't pull the cards. Or it would pull more than one card at once. What all are you taping up? My buyers seem to think near mint equals mint. Every buyer, right? Welcome to the chaos that is condition sorting. Actually, speaking of which, PokePaster is coming under some heat for his latest video. If you guys haven't seen, TJ came into some heat. His video was a saucy one today. He said it's lightly played. Okay. My buyer, I bought Epson 400. The thing won't even scan the cards and penny sleeves. Always jams. Spent more time trying to make it work than if I took the photos myself. That's what I'm starting to feel like, Mike. That's what I feel like I'm starting to feel like. I'm like, damn, is this worth it? Yeah, so. Where's the follow-up video to your sorter I've been waiting for months? Yeah, didn't you say that your sorter's not working right now? It doesn't work with Pokemon, the Fizz batch. Not to scan the cards and I import them. Why not scan the cards and import them into scan and identify on TCG Player? I could, but I'm not listing these on TCG Player. I'm making an eBay listing, Charles. But that's a good. You can do that. Things a year from now have to be so much better with an average, right? As are we a touch early? No. I will say, TCG Automate is unique in not having a very good AI up until today. The other two that I've used, Card Uploader and Sort Swift, have been like 100%. So it's not necessarily AI's fault. Smells like success in here. You're right, Yu-Gi-Oh! Collector. Been waiting too, man. Still making some updates. Yeah, yep. Is there a Chaos Inventory solution or is this an eBay thing? Bethesda. TCG Automate has actually added that. I think Card Uploader is trying to add that as well. And then Sort Swift has this as well. But they've got a SKU system for TCG Player through TCG Automate. We canceled the pastor. Canceled! Just tape the black lever thing in the middle. You'll have to take the device that is connected. I already took that out, Charles. I already took it out. TJ stood on business. Yep. He used electrical tape and just make sure the plate piece that scratches the card is taped in place. There's another piece that has to be scratching it because I took out that piece too and it's out. Need to watch that video later to see what happened in it then. Yeah. New function do that. Yep. How did you find the floor for TCG Player and eBay? Cosidius, it's not about finding the floor for the platform. It's about finding the floor for what you do. I do 25 cents because I don't want to do work for free. I did $1.49, which is my floor for cards on eBay. I've actually raised it to $1.99 because I only get 23 cents after shipping and fees on eBay for a $1.49 card if it just sells that card. So it's not really worth it for me at that point after shipping. After your shipping costs, I'm paying like 10 cents, or I'm only getting like a dime, so it's just not really worth it. But you want people to buy more than one card. How using a scanner to actually go through the book to find value? I had a video on it. I just did it through the live stream though, mostly. Did I do a video on that? Did we do a final video on that, or was that just a live stream? I use TCG Player's scan and identify feature. TCG Player's actual guns are pretty surprising to most people. PokePaster, I'll be honest with you. I disagreed with you in that video. I think it's the first video I ever watched of yours that I disagree with you. I was like, no, that's a damaged card all day long. I get it. I totally understand your point, and you have every reason to go off the TCG Player guidelines, but I think that's bold of you, because if I saw that card in bulk, I'd throw it away. Like, it would be damaged to me. I was surprised to learn that that's, by TCG Player standards, a lightly played card, because I wouldn't list it. But all the power to you. You said you've sold many cards like that, so clearly it works, but I was like, I wouldn't do that. The whole thing or the wheel? Took out the wheel's back in, the scratching pieces out. Key with the grind. Yeah, of course. Why do you bulk rather than higher value singles? I started with $5 or higher singles for Magic. Money, toy. I don't have money, so I had to do it that way. But ultimately, I like bulk, and it's a good business to be getting into to get as like a baseline for yourself. Okay, so how do you do this? How does this work? Creates a batch of cards based on your filter selected, perfect for variation listings. A set with 145 cards, add 145 to your uploaded count. So then I would call this 151, choose your card. Default template. Floor price is $1.99. Price multiplier is 1, near mint or better. Select card game, Pokemon English, set 151. Choose rarities. It'll have all of them. Choose card types. It'll have all of them. Oh, wait. No, I don't want energy. Wait a minute. How does this work? Because I don't want it to add these to my listing. Darkness Dragon. I have to select all these because I don't want it to select basic energy. Okay. Choose rarities. Common. Uncommon. Rare. So I only have those three. Yeah, when I started selling, I was a bit surprised to learn about the conditioning as well. Yeah, all the power to you. I think someone made a good point They're like, if you took that card to a card store or a card shop, or Jesus Christ, to a like a vending show, almost everyone would say that's at best moderately played. But I understand. So like, I think that kind of has jaded people into thinking, especially with Pokemon. Magic, you probably could get away with it for sure. But Pokemon, the Pokemon buyers are wild. They expect the world and back. TCG keeps track of decimal places past 2, but rounds up to 2 for display payment. So you can have listing 0.001 below others to be on the top for the same price. Does it really, Jake? What? That sounds wild. You can take pictures into your listing on TCG Player. I've done so for higher priced cards. You can take pictures and do your listing on TCG Player. Yeah, 100% Nugget. You can add pictures to your TCG Player listings, but I don't find much value in that. I don't think it really is going to help you a ton. It's probably going to take you more time than it'll save you. Inventory with good margins. Bulk is by far the easiest and most consistent. Yeah, bulk's got really, really, really good margins. What about this business come from you and PokePass are nice to happen to catch you both live. Hell yeah, Ray. Yeah, of course. Teach Play, why can't I look into my list of cards I posted for sale? I'm a level 1 seller. Why can't I look at my list of cards I posted for sale? You should be able to find it in your... You should be able to see it in your inventory if you click a few buttons. Let me show you. If you go to inventory, if you go to the inventory tab here, you can choose my inventory only, and then you can hit search and it'll show you all the cards that you have listed yourself. I have 1,600 different cards listed. So that's how you would do, that's how you would find your own cards. I started my bulk selling journey. Hell yeah, Death Creator. What are you selling? What bulk are you selling? Okay, let's try to make this work. Include all printings. Yes. Create batch from set. All right. Okay, 306 cards match your filters. You've excluded 0, 3. Okay, I don't want 300. Okay, no. Don't include all printings. So then how do I... So will these make them reverse hollow and hollow, the ones that need to be? Abra, Antique Dome, Fossil. Because there's like, what? Dragonite's got both, right? Dragonite's got both a reverse hollow and a hollow. Someone smarter than me will probably help me. It's going to show up my inventory only. Yeah, I got you. I want to do Magic in One Piece as well. Nice. Yeah, Pokemon's definitely a good way to do it. Pokemon bulks, not necessarily the most valuable, but it definitely sells, especially the reverse hollows. Can you share a template for your Google Doc where you track your earnings and expenses? So I've been asked this a few times. I'll be honest with you. My sheet is not complicated. I will show you guys exactly how I made my sheet. It's very, very simple. So I literally have the daily amount minus fees goes to total sales minus fees. So it's literally just the sum of this entire, you just do equals sum, and then you just choose this. So you can do equals sum, and then you just choose this entire row, and then it'll give you that. See? And then same with expenses. I just take this whole row, sum of that, and then the grand total is just literally, so it'd be, what is that? What line is that? G2 minus E2. And that's how you get it. Like, very, very, it's so simple. I'm doing nothing that's changing this stuff a lot. So I don't think there's a benefit to sharing that. I mean, I can, but I think it's really the same, you know, it's very, very simple. It's, people are gonna see him like, oh, that's all he does. So that's true, both hollow. Yeah, so I don't know how that works. That's what I thought. I thought they were both hollow. So how would I make that work? Yeah, I see you can get more cards with bulk, but surely if you spend $50 on a bulk lot, you can also just buy like 10 $5 singles and save on space and time and efforts. Toy Snowman, show me someone that's going to sell you 10 $5 cards for 70% of market. Well, let's do the math. Here, let's just do this. Let's do the math right here. I'm not saying you're wrong. I understand the process, but let's just talk about bulk. First off, if you're first off selling, you don't have a lot of money, and so if you don't have $1,000 to spend on a collection, no one's gonna sell you their $500 collection for 70% with cards that are actually worth value enough for you to get money from it. But if you spend $50 on bulk, you can double your bulk money easily. If you pull the value out of it and then sell it, you can double your money easily. Easily. I think bulk easily 100% your money. In Pokemon, Magic, it's even more. I think you can 3 and 4 times your money in Magic. Magic bulk is worth a lot. So, but if you bought 10 $5 cards, but you sold them each individually, you're going to be then paying, you're going to be paying fees for your fees are going to be a little higher that way. You're probably not going to get shipping because they're going to buy $5 worth and then they get free shipping that way. So your money comes down. So I'm trying to figure out how to do the math to compare these two. You get 10 cards for $50 compared to 5,000 cards as well. So your inventory, if you have 10 cards that are worth $5, is significantly smaller and there's less to choose from and less potential audience than if you had 5,000 cards. Now, they're not going to be 5,000 different cards. And if you bought reverse holos, let's say that's divided by 0.04, you get 1,200 cards. And the reverse holos will sell all day long, especially if you list 1,250 reverse holo cards, you'll get some sales for sure. So you got to think about like what's going to bring in the sales. And if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of way to play with collections. If I have $50, no one's going to sell me their $50 collection for 70% of market. And that's the only way I'm going to be able to make money on that. If I have $5,000, now that's a different conversation. But at the same time, you spend $50 and you buy it for 70%. You bought it for $35. So there's $15 in profit margin there. You're going to lose $50 times, you're going to lose, what is it, 13% at least on TCG Player if you're not paying any shipping. So 50 minus 650, you're making $8.50 on your $50 compared to probably doubling your money on bulk. Might take a little bit more time, might take a little bit more effort, but you know, you can see at the low end why it makes more sense to do it for bulk. What Pokemon cards should I focus on as a level 1 seller? Deck building cards or EXs are the big hitters. Whatever you can do to list cards that are worth more, that you can bring the price down to cover shipping. I would list whatever the most popular selling cards are and bring the price down as much as you can to cover shipping, even if you have to take a hit on it, just so you can get to your level 4. Yeah, of course. I got you. Yeah, I got you, Codicius, rather. Would you host focus groups or get into a meeting with others that are looking to start their own TCG business? Kind of like a think tank beyond the Discord. Halo player. First off, Halo's great. I was just playing it earlier today. I don't feel like I am knowledgeable enough to host something like that. I don't think I'd be knowledgeable enough to do that. Click where it says include all printings to get the reverse holos to be included, then selection preview, and then you have exclude all the... Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. That's a good point. Okay. Include all printings, preview section. So then I got to select, search and preview. There's got to be a better way to do this. So I got to go all to the normals. I got to deselect all the normals. All the normies. Get out of here, normies. Normal, 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 normal. Normal, normal, normal. Let's just unselect all of these. This is 10 out of 10. Oh, how long is this scroll? Holy cow. This is going to take forever. They've got to add a way to make this easier. I'm probably going to miss one too. Time is money. Takes time to make money in bulk. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take time to make money in anything. You'll spend more time trying to find someone to sell you that at 70% at that price. Spanked him with the numbers. So easy to get started with bulk and build up enough profit to start buying collections. Exactly. That's what I plan on doing. I dropped you a Discord message. I think you're selling yourself short. Well, I appreciate it, but I don't think it would necessarily do too hot. I would just feel uncomfortable feeling like I'm supposed to be like a like an authority on the matter when I don't think I am yet. Oh, I'm a moron. Oh my God! Sam, thank you so much. Select all, deselect all. Oh my God. So then we should have reverse, hollow, and those are all selected. Yeah, and then hollow. Wait, what is it called? Hollow foil. Foil. Okay, that works. Okay, confirm and create. So then I just have to add the quantity of how many I have. Can I set the quantity as 0 for all these? Because it's going to be 0 for most. But is this going to be a eBay variation listing? Okay, perfect. 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 Okay, so then I just have to go through. Well, then I have to alphabetize my cards. Wait, I already did. I'm done. Just ignore me. I'm so stupid. I got to add the hollows into the reverse hollows. Let me do that real quick. 153. Yeah. Sorry to put you on the spot. I meant a group where we can share ideas as a group with a mutual understanding that we're all learning together. No. You're not making me feel uncomfortable. No. I'm sorry. I would say I'd feel uncomfortable if, like, your question's not bad. I would feel uncomfortable if I was supposed to be the one to, like, lead some kind of, like, discussion like that. I think that's what realistically that I'm trying to make the Discord be. So I think that unfortunately Discord's not the best platform for like ongoing focus discussion. But yeah, maybe we could always do a call. We could always maybe do a call once a month or something. Maybe we add that into. I mean, I'm not gonna give that for free. You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me? You think I'm gonna give all this insanely good information away for free during a live stream? I'm gonna make you pay for that, of course. No, if we did some kind of membership, maybe we could do some kind of like monthly call. If we ever looked into memberships. I'm joking, obviously. I wouldn't do it because of that. But if I had to give some kind of value to my subs, or not subs, members, what would you guys want in a membership? If I added memberships to the channel, I don't have any members because I don't even think I've turned on the membership. Did I even turn on super chats? I think I turned on super chats, but I didn't turn on memberships because I don't know what to offer. Yeah, of course, Halo player. Halo player, which Halo is the best? And there is a right answer. Raichu, Stami, Vaporeon, Wheezing. All right, we got them all. Holy cow, chat's going crazy. Let me catch up. Let's see. We're supposed to upload a temp. You are paying for this, correct? Yes, Miranda. I believe you're supposed to upload your template photos via TCG Automate since you won't be able to add it on the eBay site. What do you mean template photos? The 151 choose your card template photo, not the Pokemon stock photo since that's included. Oh, do I need to add that? How do I add that? Paywall? Yeah, exactly. Do you think you can expand your TCG business you'd ever vend in person? Maybe, Halo player. I haven't decided. Vending in person would be fun, but I don't think there's really much like. I think a lot of people make the money from the content, if anything, than they make from actually doing it. I mean, you can make money. I'm not saying you can't vend and make money, but I don't know how valuable that actually would be. But I'd be fun to do. Then the other week and found that people look for specific illustrators. Yeah, I can see that. Do you like vending, Halo player? Stoke just hit level 4 seller today. Anything I need to do right away? Quack, that's awesome, man. Just make sure. I would just check your prices a little bit. Make sure they're. I wouldn't go any lower than market unless you really want to sell a lot. But yeah, you should be good to go. Focus on building trust and authority over time, then through authentic content and steady growth like you have been. Yeah, I agree. Halo 3 full stop. False! Codicius is correct. Halo 2 is the right answer. Ready for Instagram business bro to reach out you telling you that you can make $20K a month by setting up a school or something? Yeah. Dude, I'm doing it. We're doing it. Dude, get in with me, TJ. We'll make a school together. It would be great. We would share all of our insane expertise. Honestly, I think $20,000 a month is cheap. Me and you together, we're worth $50K a month easy. We got high spenders in the chat. $50K at least. Zero account when I was like 10 and Halo 3. False! It's 2. The answer is 2. The right answer is 2. So you don't have to offer anything really. I'm sure a lot of us would just back you up. Yeah, Don, I would appreciate that, but I personally wouldn't like. I would have to do something. I feel like. I don't know. Maybe we could do like I don't know. Memberships are weird. Donations are just weird in general. It feels weird getting them and you're like, thank you. But you're like, I don't know. And then do we add that to the business expenses? You know, do I add that to my business? Like, that's not, I like to keep this realistic. And like, if somebody just gave me $100, like, do we add that? You know, it's just like, you know, I don't know. I'm being weird. Afraid of theft myself while vending. I could see that. I don't think it'd be that much of an issue though. But yeah, I mean, theft is like just part of doing any business. Like you're going to get thieves when you do an online business too. What up, Papa? Founding member discount? Yeah, exactly. Besides dual wielding SMGs for the first time, Halo 2 was meh. Come on. No, it was not. Bro wasn't around during the BXR. Clearly. Hit me with the BXR, dude. Bro. Halo 2 was just... The campaign was good. The online, if you got to play it back then, on the original Xbox, mwah. Perfection. You put those feet pics for membership, bam, 50K a month. Yeah, you're right. We'll start an OnlyFans. I want to know what the 2K sub giveaway is going to be. I don't even, you know, we should probably do some sort of giveaway, shouldn't we? Eventually on the channel, we'll do a giveaway. I don't really like sub numbers though. Like, I mean, that sounds bad. Sub numbers don't mean anything, so I don't want to like incentivize subs necessarily. Like, I want people to sub so that they can hopefully continue watching the channel. I don't want someone to sub just so they can be a part of a giveaway. So I never really saw the incentive of a sub giveaway that enticing. But what would we do? Like, I feel like 2K sub isn't like something that you really celebrate. 1K was cool. We didn't really do anything to celebrate. 5K would probably be like, all right, we got to celebrate for 5K. Like the next big one is 10K, and it's going to take a long time to get there if we ever do. So like, that's the next one we have to look at. Like maybe we do something big for 10K whenever we hit that. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, like super far down the line. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Let me figure this stuff out. I don't have quantity of these. How do I can do this and I can edit quantity and I have 0. Save changes. That worked. How uncomfortable. TJ, I swear to God. I mean, I swear to gosh. I apologize. I used the Lord's name in vain. I apologize. This man made me say the Lord's name in vain. That's how uncomfortable it makes me. Thanks, TJ. I appreciate it. Now, I'm just going to do it back. Dude. Flood was life-changing. Halo 2 slapped the hardest. BXR, the GOAT. Yes! Yes, 100%. Codicius understands. I could landed with the boys in Halo 2, but Combat Evolved is Halo. Dude, Combat Evolved was very good. Not all for sale. If I set my shipping to 0, TCG automatically charges $129 if the order is under $5. Under 3, Quack. Under 3. It's only $5 if you have a pro membership and you set your settings to that. Seeing Halo players say they were 10 the year I graduated makes me feel old. Wait, when were you 10? I was playing that in middle school, so I was like, what? 13, 14? 13? I diversified a bit. I picked up a sealed play booster of Lauren equipped and ripped some packs for some bulk. Nice. Nice. Count that revenue. Yep. Back-to-back watch y'all videos. But which one do you watch first, though? Which one do you watch first? You can't do it back. That's illegal. You fool! Double it and give it to the next person. Begins with a 19, so we all right? I mean, same. Yeah, I mean, that's all of us. Halo player, you're in good company. That's all of us. But that's not saying much. You could be born in 19 and still be... God, let me do math. What year is it? What the fuck year is it? 26? You could be 27. God. You could be born in the year 2000 and be 26 years old. That's wild. Lauren Eclipse, so nice. Yeah, oldies 1900s. Yup. Prepay my indulgences. Why did this change? I edited the quantity and they're still at 1. I don't want 1. I want 0. Would not let me put 0? That's going to be a problem. 0. There we go. Okay. Okay. Aerodactyl. We have 1 hollow. We can do this. Articuno is the next one, which is a rare hollow. Does they have a... Wait, 1, 2... Does Articuno have a reverse hollow? I don't think it has a reverse hollow, does it? Am I crazy? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Beedrill is a hollow. I have 1. Okay, wait, shit. I have to put zeros on the ones I don't have. Damn it. I have a 0 on this. Is there a way to just go down the line, or do I literally have to click this? This isn't very time helpful. That sentence did not make sense. This isn't very time helpful. This is why I edit my videos, guys. This is the stupid shit I say on a minute-by-minute basis that I can't let you guys see. You guys get a sneak peek behind the camera. And I spit everywhere, too, apparently. My God. I spit all over that card. I'm sorry for whoever's buying an Articuno from me. You got some saliva with it. I have a hollow version of this. And then Big Air Balloon is the next one, which I have reverse hollow, which I do have 2 of. Big money. Huge money. 27, yep. How much is your inventory worth the most if you don't mind me asking? eBay, I mean, eBay, if every card was worth $2, I can show you eBay. I've heard you can find it on TCG Player, but it's not easy. Someone said that I can export my inventory and then equal out my market price. There's a way to see this listings active. There's a way to see it on eBay. I just don't remember where it's at. Let me see it. There it is. I have $555 worth of inventory, supposedly. The year of our Lord 19, yeah. But yeah, I had to best wishes for the live stream until next time. Codicius, I appreciate you, man. You're the only one that knows Halo 2 is the right answer. All the regular hollows have reverse in 151. I did not know that. Catch the replay later. Good luck. Thanks, man. Every single base card has a hollow, reverse hollow variant. Okay. First one to buy an Articuno gets to create a Phantom clone from the Spit. Yup. Special edition Spit Zapdos. Yeah, that's worth millions more now. On TCG Player. Like I said, I don't know of. There's not a traditional way to find it, but I heard someone do this. Let me try it. I'll try it now. So you can export your inventory, maybe under the pricing tab. We'd have to do it. Would we have to do it per game? My inventory only. Search. I don't think there's an export way to export to this. So I have to do it per game. Yeah, I have to do it pricing, and then I do it per game. My catalog only in stock. All listings. Apply filter. And then I export filtered CSV. Check my inventory only. Yep. Export CSV. Do not compare against price. Export only from live inventory. Export. Okay, did that one. Then I need to do Pokemon. And export that. I don't know if it's going to export it. I don't know if I have to wait for that to export. While that's going, let's get back to the task at hand that's taking us way too long to get through. Okay. Bulbasaur is the next one. Bulbasaur Reverse Hollow is one. Oh, I think I only did one. Unless it's still going. No, I don't think it is. Let's do that one. And then... It's a very convoluted way to do this, but... So I'll do TCG market price because my price won't really matter. Wait, I don't have a $34 card on here. I don't have a Pikachu secret rare. What? It pulled some stuff that I don't have a quantity for. What the hell? I did it wrong. I think I might actually be a moron. Maybe there's heaven on this. There we go. Okay. Well, you have to multiply it by total quantity too. No, this has zeros. I guess if it'll multiply by 0. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. 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 Okay, this is a very convoluted way to do this. So then you would take TCG market price. So it would equal, good Lord, I'm really bad at math. It would equal this times the quantity times M. How would you do this? Fizzbatch is curious. I don't know. I don't know, Perk Nation. Probably not either of those. But I don't know. I could be wrong. If I had a sorting machine, it would have to be able to fit on one of these tables. I'm not going to have like my whole upstairs just be a sorting machine. So I wouldn't get like a... I don't think I would get a Roco machine. Market price times quantity. Right, but then how would I do each one? It would be equals this times this, but then you'd have to do it. No, what'd I do? And then you have to do it for each time. So how do I make it do it for all the rows? You drag it down. The problem is if I do that times that times this, would that work? Yeah, it's not gonna do it by each one. There would have to be like an actual way to... Yeah, I don't know. I'm too much of a moron to figure this out. There'd have to be like a specific equation from the corner of the field from the formula. Double click on the right of the active... The answer in the... Double click on the right of the active cell. What times the... Highlight cell with formula. Scroll down to the bottom. Scroll down to the bottom and shift click last cell to highlight all of them. Then control enter to enter all the cells. Wait, I didn't select this. Then go to the end of it. Highlight cell with formula. Scroll down to the bottom. Shift click last cell to highlight all of them. I think I see what you're saying. Okay, so click this. shift click this, times, but the problem is, again, no, wrong thing. No! Shut up, times this one to this one. That's what I need to. That's what I'm saying. It's Alt F4. It's about to. It's a circle. It's in the bottom right corner of the field with formula. Bottom right hand corner of the field. This? What the hell? What the hell? I think I give up. Someone needs to type in the formula for me. Can someone type in the formula? Square, G2, you can drag it down. Click one box. Average market price for combined time. Oh, that's... Well, the prop... Yeah, that's a good point. Once you have the formula in one cell, click on... I did that. Yeah. All right, I will put this in the Discord. Anyone wants to do it, they're more than welcome to. They're now an editor. Let me throw this in the Discord. Anyone wants to figure this stuff out? Have at it. Have at it. I'm clearly not smart enough to figure that one out. Okay, we're going to go back to what we were doing. Oh, we're never going to get through this listing, ever. Bulbasaur. All right, we got the Bulbasaur. No Butterfrees. Butterfree. No Chanseys. There's got to be a way to make this easier. Zero. Charmander, zero. Charmeleon, we have one of. Clefable, we have one of. Reverse Hollow. Yep. We don't have a Clefairy. We have a Cubone. Cubone, bone, bone. We have Cycling Road. Yup. We don't have this lady. We have Diglett. Diglett, dig, Diglett, dig. Trio, trio, trio. We have Ditto. Yes, you did, Spartan. Yes, you did. What are you trying to calculate? How much my inventory is worth? Copy the market price column and copy the quantity column. Put it in ChatGPT. That's a good idea, Perk Nation. ChatGPT, do it. How much is it getting in? Is it working? Yes. I just get my audience to do everything. Dodrio is a 0. Doduo is a 0. Dragonair is a 1. Dragonite, we got both. We got Bofa Dragonites. We don't have Dratini. Drowsy, we have 1. Dugtrio, we have 1. Eevee, we have 0. Ekans. Electabuzz. Electrode, we have 2 rares. No reverses. We don't have either of these trainers. We have Execute. We have 2 Farfetch'd. I don't know why the Flareon picture's not showing up. That's unfortunate. Flareon, we have 0 reverse hollow and 1 hollow. Ghastly, we have reverse hollow. We don't have any Gengars, unfortunately. Geodude, we don't have any. Giovanni, we don't have any. Gloom, we don't have any. Golbat, we have something. Gold Duck. We have Juan. You know what might not be getting through this listing, but it's about friends we made along the way. That's right, Halo player. Yeah, that's the thing. We've done this much work today. We're doing great. We're doing great. To be the floor price for the normal common uncommon, these 151 cards. For these, on eBay, all of my floor is going to be $2. I think that's going to be my floor just for everything on eBay from now on. But for these specifically, yeah, they're going to be $2. $2 floor. I don't know if they're going to sell very well at $2. Some of them will definitely sell well at $2. Some of them probably won't. But I've seen a lot of people sell these things all day long at much higher prices than TCG players. So clearly it works. We're trying to get in on the action here. Hitmonchan, Hitmonchan. You guys ever watch that episode? Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee fighting in the ring. That one guy, wasn't that one guy like abusing? I love how all the original 151 or the original Kanto anime is just like everyone's abusing their Pokemon. They're like giant pieces of shit. Every single one of them. Every single episode's like, this guy's treating him like crap. And you're like, yeah, that's kind of like a thing right now. I guess that's how everyone treats everybody in Kanto. We have one of each Kabutops. Kadabra. We have Kadabra. We don't have Kakuna. Why is Kakuna $1.18 in reverse holo? I share my inventory spreadsheet with you on Discord. Go ahead and take a look. Do you mind not sharing my name? Which was it for this? Was it this update? Did someone do it? Oh. No, it's an error. You blew it. Somebody blew it. It didn't work. Wonder why that's an error. Probably because this one's an error. Wait, so then just delete this one. Is there still an error? We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We did it. Especially on stream. There it is. eBay helps entice multiple purchases. Yeah, Mike, I got a coupon going right now. It's a buy 3, get 1 free. That's what I'm trying to do. Wait, and make a copy of the spreadsheet. If you export a CSV for a TCG player, it will create custom SKUs. Create links that you can use for QR codes where you can see what you paid for a card. That's pretty cool. Is that were you the one that sent me a message directly? I think I saw that and I just didn't get a chance to respond to you. Tune Search wasn't abusing, he was trying to win. Big difference. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, there you go. There's the answer to the question. I have $1,000 on TCG player. There's the answer to the question. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Coughing we have. Kingler we don't. Lapras we have. We don't have leftovers. 0. Lickitung we have. Machoke. Machamp we don't have. Why is that not going? 0. 0! There we go. Jesus Christ. 2. Oh, we can hit enter? Oh my god, we can hit enter this whole time. 1. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. 1. 0. Magnemite's a 1. Mankey's a 0. Magaton's a 0. Mankey's a 1. Marowak is a 2 for the holo. Mewtwo is a 1 and 1. That's a 0. Unfortunately, we have no Metapods. We got 1 and 1 for Mewtwo. Okay. Love that. That's a $2 card. $2.30. Wait a minute. We need to. Maybe I bumped this up to $3.99 or $2.99. Probably $2.99 is the best bet there. Okay. Moltres we have as a rare holo, not as a reverse holo. Mr. Mime we have as a holo. We don't have a reverse holo. Nidorina, Muck 0, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Nidorina. We have the reverse holo for Nidorina. We don't for Nidorino. Oop, go back up. Oddish we have one of. Ammonite we have a hollow of. Paris we have one. So one is that. Okay. Rhyhorn we don't have. Paris we have. Parasect we have. Okay. Persian we have. Pidgeot we have. Reverse hollow. We do not have Pidgeotto, unfortunately. Thought we did, but we didn't. Pikachu we have one of. That's always good. Poliwhirl. We have one of. Poliwrath we have 0 of. Ponyta we have one of. Porygon we have one of. Primeape we have one of. Nope, go back up. Nope, go back up. All right, let me catch up with chat. Yeah, how do you run a coupon on eBay? I think you have to have a store to do the coupons. And then you can add it as a campaign, I think. It's way easier on Excel itself. Yeah. This isn't the most efficient, but I just wanted to be able to create my listing. And then once I have the listing, I can add the inventories once I get there. Raticate is the next one. We have 2 reverse hollow Raticates. Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn, we have 2 reverse hollows. 0, 0. Sandslash, we have 1 of. Fortunately, we don't have Scyther. Scyther! 1 of Seadra. No Seeking. No Seal. 1 Shelder. Fortunately, no Snorlaxes. No Spearow. Squirtle we have 1 of, reverse hollow. Starmie we have the hollow, but not the reverse hollow. Then we have Tentacool. Tentacool, reverse hollow, we got 1 of. Tentacruel we have 1 reverse hollow. Vaporeon we have 1, 2, 3 rares. Venomoth, Venonat, Victory Bell, Vileplume, Vileplume. Voltorb we have 1 of. Wartortle. We're so close, guys. We're so close. 2 Wartortles. And then we're down to our Weezings. 1 reverse hollow Weezing and 2 rares. We have no Zubats. There it is. We did it. We did it. We finally did it. Must have a store and under marketing tab with discounts. Yep. Inventory value. Say, what about inventory value? I have a store subscription and have so much inventory I need to sell through. eBay is a good way to do it. TCG Automate's a good way to help it. Who is doing the same thing as him? How's everyone doing as so far in sales? Yeah, how's everybody doing in sales? There's a ton of people that always post their sales on the Discord, which is always really cool to see. Okay. Should we go through and count this? We probably should. We should probably make sure we didn't screw something up. Okay, we got 1, 2 Articunos, 1 Beedrill, 2 Air Balloons, 1 Bulbasaur, 1 Charmeleon, 1 Clefable, 1 Cubone, 1 Cycling Road, 1 Diglett, 1 Ditto Rare, 1 Dragonair, 1 Dragonite, 1 Dragonite Hollow, 1 Drowsy, 1 Dugtrio, 1 Electabuzz, 2 Electrode Rares, 1 Execute, 2 Farfetch'd, 1 Flareon, for some reason not showing up on the picture, 1 Ghastly, 1 Golbat, 1 Golduck, 1 Growlithe, 1 Gyarados. This is incredible that we haven't made a mistake yet. Haunter, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Ivysaur, 2 Jigglypuffs, 1 Jolteon Rare, 1 Kabutops, both Kabutops, Kadabra, Coffee, Lapras, Lickitung, 2 Machokes, 1 Machop, 1 Magikarp, 1 Magnemite, 1 Mankey, 2 Marowaks, 1 of each Mewtwo, 1 Moltres, 1 Mr. Mime, 1 Nidorina, 1 Oddish, 1 Amistar. Uh-oh, there's the mistake. Glad we didn't do that. We don't have the reverse holo Amistar. We have the rare holo. Okay, Paris, then Parasect, then Persian, then Pidgeot, then Pikachu, then Poliwhirl, then Ponyta, then Porygon, then Mankey, or Primeape, not Mankey, then Raichu, 2 Raticates, 2 Rhyhorns, Sandslash, Seadra, Shelder, Squirtle, Starmie Rare, Tentacruel, 3 Vaporeons, 1 Voltorb, 2 Wartortles, 1 Weezing, and 2 Weezing. Perfect! We did it. We finally did it, ladies and gentlemen. We finally did it. I have no idea how this is going to work, so we're going to go to Variation Listing and Download. Parent Listing Title. That's where we probably put the 151 thing. Drafts. I don't know if it'll matter if it's that long of a name. Choose file. Sort variation alphabetically by card number. Alphabetically. Download variation CSV. Okay. I have no idea how this is going to work. File upload. Upload template. We'll see if this works. Skyero save. I'll have to watch back the stream at the beginning later. Yeah. Zachary, how's it going? How to find inventory value in Discord. I put a video on how to find inventory value in Discord. Okay, I'll check it out. Sadly, every time I want to rip packs to add singles, but I see the product sell so fast I postpone cracking for singles. What do you crack? One failed. What happened? I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I will save these changes, though. That might be helpful. That's the question. What did I do wrong? Variation listing. Download. What is this file? Why does it want me to choose a file? Is this the image? That's probably the image. But I don't think that's what it was asking me. I don't think that's what it wanted. But let me download. I don't remember where I put this image. Oh no. Did I just put it as 151? Oh no. What did I list it at? What did I save this image as? Am I just gonna do this? This isn't jank at all. Just we're all about quality here, ladies and gentlemen. We are all about quality. Nothing but quality on this channel. 151. There we go. Download variation CSV. Did that do anything? Probably not. Yup. What is going on? Why is it saying this isn't working? Anyone has anyone done this? It's saying a bunch of warning codes for buy it now. I'm doing something wrong. I just don't know what. We get from distributors with the sealed product just sells so fast, I end up being sold out and tell myself next place I'll open those packs for singles. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I would imagine those sell quick. I would imagine those sell pretty quick. I don't know what's going on, so we'll probably do some testing off stream to figure out what the hell's going on. All right, making sure I didn't miss anything. Anybody have any experience with this? I don't know why this variation listing isn't. I don't know if I'm supposed to have something ready to go. Maybe I'm not supposed to name it the same thing. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I'm supposed to... Let me just change it to like this, free shipping. And see if that does anything. Maybe it's because I had the same thing already on there. In your list, that's usually what is happening. Duplicates in your list. I mean, there is duplicates, but that's depending on like reverse hollow and hollow. I mean, there's no duplicates here. It is a duplicate, but it's different cards. Oh, they didn't name them differently. These aren't named differently. That's what's going on. I have to name them myself? It's a different finish, though, so I would think that that... Oh, goodness. Yep. So I have to go through... Oh, that's so annoying. So I have to go through and call it like reverse hollow for every reverse hollow. But I would have to, like, I'd want to, like, okay, I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay, so I want to call it literally reverse hollow. Or maybe I just do the hollow rares. I can just label one of them hollow rare. And then I can just do the hollow rares. And I think I can... Can I not? It doesn't look like I can do, I can sort it by finish. All right, so let's just do the hollow rares. There's less hollow rares than hollows, so let's just do that. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm probably going to have reverse hollow in the name, though. Because I don't want someone to buy this thinking it won't be a reverse hollow. You know what I mean? I probably need to change all these names, to be completely honest with you. I don't love these names as they are anyway. Oh, what did I do wrong? Hollow rare, I got that one. Sorry, I'm like locked in right now. I just wanted to get this listed just to see what it will do. But I definitely am going to have to edit this more. This probably isn't easier than just doing it manually myself. The one thing that's nice is it's got the pictures. Okay. Let's try download. Wait. Let's save changes. Let's download this and see if that fixed it. Reverse hollow in the title and description. Yeah. I hate to say it, but probably easier to start over and make one choose your card for reverse hollows and one. That's a good point. That's actually a good point. I probably should do a separate one. Shit, it's complete. Okay, well, it's live. I probably should do. In fact, I think it's actually supposed to be only the reverse hollows. How do I check the recent? Can I change, like, where the hell is, oh my god, can I search it? I can search my, I'm so bad at this. I'm a genius, guys. I'm a genius. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Probably at the very end. No, it's not. It is by the, oh, there it is. It's literally called reverse hollow. I'm an idiot. Okay. We will see. Okay. Let me edit this. It's literally called reverse hollow. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have put the hollows in there. We can edit this. That's a good point. Yeah, I could just search choose. Come on, eBay. You can do it. Okay. It will stay reverse hollow. I will edit this. And we're going to remove the hollows. We're going to have to remove the hollows from this and just make a separate listing. Do I just delete this? I think I delete this listing. I think I delete this listing and then try it again. How do I delete the listing? Let me go back. I think I try it again and just remove the hollows. I think you're right. End listing. There we go. Okay, so I think I go back here and just remove all of the hollows. Let's do that. You're a hollow. You're going to get removed. I just want to list this so bad. I want to get one thing done today, all right? I want to get one thing done today. So bear with me, y'all. Wait, it has the... Why does it have ones again? Brother, okay. Oh, it has quantity there. Why does it have quantity at 1? What happened? Yeah, I'm just gonna... this is not the way to do it. Variation listings is not the way to do it. I'm gonna be doing it on my own because that is too much, so... That will be a time for another day. I gotta end the stream though, y'all. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. But I'm gonna head out for the night. Video. I probably won't have a video tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off and have a video on Sunday instead. I usually have my day off on Sunday, but I think it's gonna work out better for tomorrow. So, but yeah, I will catch you guys later. I will get this figured out and go from there. But thanks, guys. I will catch you guys.